Aye, Captain. Ready to sail. Aye, aye, Captain. Moves depleted, sir. Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. Out of moves, sir.
Hello. Welcome back to Rome Total War. What am I waiting for this army? Hello, Dal. Hopefully that'll work and everything. Yes. Brilliant. So, I didn't forget that this army exists this time. Also, I found that if I put it up near... If I try and get it onto land near Carthage, it's only going to be one turn away. So that... This army can land at Carthage and pretty much take Carthage and Thapsus pretty quickly. Like in the space of maybe 2-3 turns, Carthage and Thapsus can fall. Which will really limit what the Brutii can, or the Scipii can do here. Because from Carthage and Thapsus we can actually lead an assault on Curta, and from Curta we can lead an assault on Dimity. And as soon as the Scipii fall, their armies no longer are an issue.
Ready to sail. Aye, aye, Captain.
Meanwhile, up here,
Aye, aye,
we've got
ready to sail.
basically our entire fleet heading west. East. Not west. Yes, we need horses for that army. How many do we have in here at the moment? 1, 2... We could do with a general, if there is one available. How old are you? Kaisos Tulius, 4-star general. That's actually acceptable. You can go down and join that army. Let's see. Captain Sextus, what can you do? Well, first off, let's let's get this army up to as good quality as we can. Ooh. And send these guys into... I think Corinth can retrain these guys. Most of them. Can Athens retrain the rest? Yes, so we'll split them between Corinth and Athens. Hey, defeating Reaper. Bilazar is kind of... Or Bilazor is kind of screwed, honestly. Yeah, it just doesn't have men. And Nero Trebonianus is just... He's really good at managing, but not good at all with an army. He's terrible. It's like it's a long word to him. His leadership, like inspiration, he doesn't have any. But he has talent at managing, but flustered when the unexpected spoils his plans. And nobody cares what he says. Good. Who's in Salona? We got Asinius Ventidius. who has a basic talent for command, but sometimes lacks confidence, can't manage to save his life, and yet no influence over the dinner menu of home, let alone over the life and the fate of the world. Brilliant. Well, I've got such good generals. Down in Thermon, I think there's... No. Corinth? No. Captains? No. You, Marcellus Lentulus, are also terrible. Do I have any good family members? And if I do, where are they? Aulus Trebonius can't do anything. Well, you're Nero Trebonius. Luke, we got somebody who can command. Brilliant. I think we're actually at the end of a turn here. Yeah, you can see that our trade fleets are now really starting to stack up, especially around Rome and Capua.
Aye, Captain.
Hello, giant fleet I didn't know about last time. You don't have an army. Haha. Out onto the high seas you go to cause chaos. And yeah, this is going to be the end of the turn here. I have grown a city kind of semi-off camera just before the stream. Hello, Matt. And Bylazor is just about to come under siege.
We're under siege.
Campus is about to come under siege. And where is this? This is the fort. They effectively don't have a chance. Yeah, that fort fell. I kind of expected it to. It was just supposed to be,
Our fleet is under attack.
you know, an issue. This better not be the big fleet that I need. No, it's not.
Disengage.
Don't mind fleets getting defeated once or twice. Can you get over to campus? Actually, Captain Spurious. In multiple turns, you're not going to get there in time. Aquincum, Vicus Marco Mania, you got how much? Do I have any armies anywhere that can get up there? We can get kind of this army over. We merge these guys, it suddenly becomes a lot better. It's gonna be the same amount of time to get up there, but let's try it at least. So then I can just, we'll leave it on high taxes. Bylazor's under siege, Campus Yazja's under siege, that's fine. Made 19,000 that turn, that's fine. Secundus the Handsome has come of age. And apparently handsome means bald. Interesting. Retium has a scriptorium. Why? What are we doing in Retium? Yes, we're working on public order arena. Because we can now raise the taxes to normal. Rivenum's got a large temple of Jupiter. Let's get a scriptorium over there as well. And I think we're done with naval recruitment for a bit. We'll worry about recruitment a bit later. Bordesholm. Let's work on public order in Bordesholm as well. And Battle Waldrum is just growing now. Karas is a blacksmith. Karas can't do anything. You can retrain your peasants though. Samaroba is growing. Fantastic. Cordoba is ready to get an arena and slightly higher taxes. By Lazar's got a Temple of Keres, that's fine. You can't do anything because you're under siege. Sparta has a shrine to Keres. Can we go for high taxes? Yes. Sparta, build a dockyard. That'll be useful. And retrain the onagers and militia hoplites. Sparta's repaired the wall. Fantastic. This army of Captain Sextus. You're going to start heading north. Actually, you're going to send this archer unit to Athens to be retrained immediately. The legionary cavalry can go to Corinth for retraining.
Orders, sir. Splitting the troops.
As can any legionary, the onagers. Can Corinth build onagers? No. Sparta, however, can. We know this. So we'll send the onagers to Sparta. We'll send the legionaries and more legionary cavalry to Corinth. Just gonna want to merge these guys and hopefully not cause too much trouble. Oh, you're Roman. Oh, I sent Roman cavalry. Fantastic. So let's retrain these guys and get another unit of legionary cavalry on the go. Athens, I want you to retrain the archer. Yeah, make that a priority. Get another unit of archers on the go as well. Sparta, I want you to also retrain this onager. The Greeks look almost done for. Why don't I send a posse over there to take it over? Because I feel sorry for the Greeks. Honestly feel sorry for the Greeks. As silly as that sounds. So, you can join up with this army now. It should have everything it needs, barring the... Let's see, 1, 2, 3... Okay. Even 3 archers should be fine, but we'll...
General.
Just, I guess lower taxes in Croton for the time being. Recruitment report is fine. Diplomatic information. Pontus and the Greeks are at war. The Greeks are about to die. The Greek capital's not at war. The Greek... What have the Greeks besieged? Like, if they've gone to war, it means they've put something under siege, presumably, and nothing's under siege. That is interesting. Time for me to do boat nonsense.
Prepare for battle. Victory!
Naval nonsense time from MoonbowDave. That. Having 2 channels means you gotta remember 2 names for yourself.
Ready to sail. Prepare to engage. Fleet ready.
Close to feet. Nuts.
Disengage. Out of move.
Nowhere near
Ready
close.
to sail. Attack. Victory!
Nowhere near close.
Attack. Victory!
Okay, you can stay there.
Ready to sail.
That fleet can't move. This fleet can't move. You, sir, may be screwed, actually.
Fleet ready.
Oh, hello.
Prepare to engage.
Small fleet. That I didn't know about before.
Victory!
But
Yes,
you can't
Captain.
move.
No more moves, sir.
You
Aye,
can't.
Captain.
Come down.
Ready to sail. Aye, aye, Captain.
You
Out
can,
of
so
move,
come
sir.
down.
Ready to sail. Aye, aye,
So we're
Captain.
kind of making a moving
Sir.
military
Ready to
blockade
sail.
down here.
Prepare to engage.
This should be absolute destruction.
Victory!
Yep.
Prepare for battle.
Kill this fleet, hopefully. Maybe get to blockade Lily Biome. That's knocked out a good, wow, an astonishing proportion of the
Ready to sail.
Scipii trading.
Attack!
Another clear victory. The more fleets we can get rid of the Scipii,
Attack!
the more trade and
Ready to
the
sail.
more everything we can knock out.
Engage.
And the aim is,
Prepare to engage.
if possible,
Victory!
to blockade Carthage,
Prepare for battle. Victory! Move
which is going to be
completed,
blockaded
sir.
next turn.
Aye,
Admiral Augustus can head up there.
aye, Captain.
You are actually going to come down.
Yes,
Oh, it's
Captain.
just overturned. Nuts.
Ready to sail.
Admiral Galerius, you
Captain.
probably need to be repaired. You, however, can take out this boat.
Victory!
Come over and get this boat.
Prepare for battle. Victory! Out of
The
move,
rest of
sir.
the fleet can
Aye,
start kind of
Captain.
moving about.
Aye, aye, Captain. Aye, Captain. Set sail. Prepare for battle. Victory!
This is the ridiculous situation where I'm moving
Fleet ready.
basically my entire fleet east. Because the Scipii can't bring boats out of anywhere
Yes, Captain. Move
west of my
completed,
position.
sir. Ready to sail. Set sail. Attack. Ready to sail.
So
Set sail.
I'm basically
Out of
cornering
boat,
them.
Sir. Aye, Captain.
The Brutii are even farther east, so
Completed, sir. Aye, Captain.
the simple fact that I'm able to do this
Prepare for battle.
means that I'm
Victory!
securing the flanks against
Set
any
sail.
potential attacks.
Moves depleted, sir. Aye, Captain. Aye,
You go
aye,
to Rome.
Captain.
Can you also
Ready
go to
to
Rome
sail.
and join up with them? No. Okay, you can join the queue because I need this Sperme retrained. You've moved.
Fleet
You've
ready.
done all the moving. You can. You've done all the moving.
Fleet ready.
You have not,
Fleet ready.
which means you can hopefully join into that fleet. Fantastic.
Fleet ready.
You've done all the movement you can. You can come this way. You can come this way.
Set sail. Moves depleted, sir.
You.
Orders.
I would like you, if possible, to come down south.
Moves depleted, sir.
You are
General.
one heading back towards
Moves depleted, sir.
Tingy, just in
General.
case. Nimantia has grown, by the way. That happened kind of off camera-ish,
Yes, Captain.
just before the stream. This fleet over here is heading towards London
Yes, Captain.
to start moving the troops out of there. Deva, it's relatively okay.
Aye, Captain.
Oh, there was a fleet here the entire time.
Yes,
Okay,
Captain.
this fleet can load up men.
Yes, Captain.
Just deposit them on the other side of the channel next turn. Lugdunum could probably donate, 4 generals, and
Orders.
I'll hire some mercenaries as bodyguards just to get them over to Rome.
Onward. No more moves, sir. Imperator.
So these mercenaries are going to act as bodyguard for these generals. That's going to be fine. Dam has all of the peasants ever. Holy crap.
General.
What happens if I get rid of all these peasants? It suddenly goes to 70% on low. What if I were to... That's not doing anything, is it? Yeah, let's get some town guard into the thingy there. The army that was outside by Lazar has gone. This is my chance to do a sally battle.
Prepare for battle.
There was a reinforcing Brutii army, but it's just gone. Hello, King. The reinforcing army is gone, so good. It increases population, public order, bullshit. Yeah. Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war, which we don't have in this battle, which is a shame. This is something that I'm going to be taking on with mainly cavalry, by the looks of it. Hoplites, just in case, I don't expect this to happen, but just in case something weird happens, I want you guys there. The ranged units, specific ranged units. Okay, group up. And just kind of form up here. I'm going to move you out of the city in a moment. You guys can group up as well. And again, form up here-ish. And the legionaries are going to be forming a third group that I'll be moving out of the city as well. The rest of you guys, just in case somebody decides to try and slip through and do something silly, can blockade here. You can blockade here, like... Wow. I'd like to get a proper blockade of this street on the go. If I can, if the game will let me. There we go, that's the best I can do. that's battle begun. So first move is going to be moving Group 3 out of the city to here. Group 2 can move over to here.
Units, forward!
Right.
Cavalry, move out!
And Group 1 can move out to here. So let's set a formation here, and I need to remember how to do this. Group formation buttons, single line.
Single line!
Okay, fantastic. And now everybody run.
Double time!
It's going to be Group 2 doing the majority of this fight, most likely. What are these guys? Auxilia. I don't want them running into spearmen. It does kind of look like the Brudi are trying to escape. That's a study. Velite gladiators. It's more Auxilia, more study, I want to say. Maybe Principes. More Auxilia. These are old units. They're Principes. I'm trying to decide if... Okay, they are not trying to run, they're just being little bitches and backing off. Hey, Julii. Where's the weak point here? So I want to try and exploit that. It's gonna be these 3 units here. Okay, while they're running now, I want to launch an attack. And I want to attack that statty. That is their weak point. These guys are Principes, they're going to be a bit stronger. The statty is the weak point, and I want to deal with that immediately. It actually looks as if the Brudi are trying to... Yes, they are trying to escape the battle. They're trying to run away. Which definitely means I'm going to have to deal with the army as much as possible. Cavalry, which will be able to catch up. 60 Principes, 161 Principes. Really, I want to actually deal with these Principes, don't I? Like, thinking about it, I want to deal with whatever their heaviest units are, because then I want to deal with them again. Who's still using a statty at this point of the game? The Brudi apart. Leave. Okay, you just attacked the wrong group of Principes. Go ahead. And early legionary cohort, okay. Don't even need to completely demolish these guys, honestly. Because the aim is just to weaken the army, it's not to destroy it right now. So send a message to the Brudi that if you come to my cities, you won't leave with everybody you went with. The Hastati here might be a bit too far ahead. The archers wouldn't be able to catch up, these guys are full on sprinting.
Be praised. The enemy's
I'm gonna help the
Brudi
here and just get rid of their... One guy escaped. And who's this bloke over here that's just like, oh my way. A single Principe. Feel for the single Principe as he dies horribly by hundreds of horses.
heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms!
I'm playing on medium? I know. I'm terrible at this game. They got 3 kills. The Brutii got 3 kills. Yeah, better watch out, you cheeky green bastards. Now they do have a full stack, or nearly a full stack over here that is mainly Hastati. Suddenly I'm not as worried as I probably would have been otherwise. Thermon's growing nicely. Corinth is... It's got a somewhat stable population. Captain Sextus is going to wait there until the onagers are ready again. But he is going to take the legionaries here. And he's going to take Marcellus Lentulus. And the cavalry. That leaves, hopefully, 2 spaces in the army. 3 spaces. And Sparta's really unhappy. But that's easily solved by just turning down the taxes. And the onagers being retrained should fix that. Actually, I could... Nope, I can't. I was about to recruit some mercenaries to try and deal with that, but nope, I can't. Realistically, the army of Bylazor is going to have to stay there. Asinius Ventidius' army is going to grab some more mercenaries because he clearly doesn't have enough mercenaries as it is, and head up towards Campus. Try and engage with that guy. Captain Spurius is going to try and do the same from this side, because in Campus there's probably enough actually to take out, almost definitely enough to take out that army, because there's 3 generals and a Roman cavalry unit.
Fleet ready.
Deva's got some general crap. Oh, there's a fleet in Palma that I didn't notice.
Yes, Captain. Move to fleet
And another fleet in Osca.
Set sail.
Don't mind sending out single Barames at this point. They should be safe. They're gonna be... Can I get Cneus Pericaius around the back here and just flank Curta? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to work with just the garrison, I think. Which is fine, but it's worth a try, at the very least.
Our fleet is under attack.
Okay, the Brutii are attacking my weakened fleets, that's fine.
Our fleet is under attack. Row for your lives.
They're trying to break a hole in my blockade, and somewhat succeeding, but oh, that was a bad idea by Admiral Caius.
Our fleet is under attack.
Right. Time for another turn. We made 12,000 that last turn. Admiral Cornelius and somebody else have navigators. Athens! Getting a large Temple of Ceres, a new Pantheon. Uvum has a forum. Getting an academy. Make enough money every turn. Public order wouldn't go amiss. Marseille's got a forum. Again, public order wouldn't go amiss. Lugdunum has an aqueduct. Public order wouldn't go amiss. Brigantiacum has that. Build a bigger temple. You can be happy and bang each other silly. Conate Redonum has a practice range and is growing now. Palma has an academy. Get an aqueduct because I'm worried about public health. London's got an aqueduct. Work on a Temple of Ceres. Vicus Gothai has a governor's villa, which means it's grown to the next level. Get yourself a port. Actually, get yourself a Cirrus and then a port. I know you shouldn't. Gross. Iberacum, I've been calling this Edinburgh this entire time. It's actually York. Little CK's got a forum. Highways. Capo's got an aqueduct. You can work on a blacksmith, would be awesome. Yeah, blacksmith, because you're happy enough as it is. Capua is what I've just done. I think that's it, yep. There's a war declared somewhere that I don't care about.
Prepare for
This admiral can go bye-bye.
victory! Ready to sail.
The little
Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain.
queue in Rome
Ready. Aye, Captain.
has been dealt with.
Fleet ready. Aye, Captain.
And
No
now
more moves, sir.
the fleets start
Fleet
moving
ready.
around.
Aye, Captain. Out of moves, sir. Fleet ready.
What I
Aye,
think is
Captain.
modern
Move
day
completed,
Malta.
sir. Aye, Captain.
Don't
Aye,
quote me on
Captain.
that because I'm terrible at geography.
Imperator.
Carthage is now under siege. Let's get 2 siege towers and actually 3 siege towers and 2 siege towers and 3 rams. 2 siege towers, 3 rams.
Under siege, sir. Aye, Captain.
Admiral Cornelius can knock out Admiral Amulius because we can now use this fleet as a ram again.
Prepare for battle. Victory!
Keep
Fleet
moving
ready.
west
Aye, Captain.
eastwards.
Moves depleted, sir. Ready to sail.
Keep getting mixed up between east and west, and I'm not entirely sure why.
Prepare for
The aim here is to, as much as possible, force the Scipii to get into awkward positions where they can't really defend themselves. Carthage can be blockaded. That's
ready to
a
sail.
big hit to their trade.
Engage.
Another clear victory and a sunken ship.
Victory!
Don't want to be moving backwards here. I want to kind of push forward.
Prepare for battle. Aye, Captain.
I can start merging these navies, I think.
Fleet ready.
Or as much as possible merging them.
Joining the fleet. Fleet ready. Fleet ready. Ready to sail. Combining fleet.
That's a better navy.
Prepare for battle.
Because the more I merge them together, the more likely it is they're not going to get attacked
Move, sir.
in the end
Ready
turn.
to sail. Yes, Captain. Aye, Captain.
Because the AI, while it's dumb as
Yes,
hell,
Captain.
it doesn't tend to attack if it knows it's going to lose.
Fleet ready. Aye, Captain. Moves depleted, sir. Ready to sail.
So again, just more stuff
No more
moving
moves, sir.
east.
Ready to sail. Yes, Captain. Out of moves,
You're now
sir.
forming the
Fleet
blockade.
ready. Yes, Captain. No more moves, sir.
Yes, Captain. No more moves, sir. Yes, Captain. No more moves, sir.
Set sail. Ready to sail. Yes, Captain.
Right, there's still more that can be done over here. You can take out this fleet. No, push it back. That's fine-ish.
Sail.
Nothing that can really deal with that at the moment. You can continue around this way.
Out of moves, sir.
I swear I saw a Brutii's ship in this area. It's by Apollonia.
Aye, Captain.
Can take out this. We can be taken out by this.
Victory!
And where did it get pushed to? Got pushed backwards. Fantastic. It's out of the channel there.
Yes, Captain.
Oh,
Out
it's
of
trapped.
moves, sir. Aye, Captain. Attack!
Close to
Roll
defeat,
your
but that's
line.
fine.
Out of moves, sir.
The
Ready to
Brutii ship has moved.
sail. Prepare to engage.
Either that or... Oh, that went back up this way, didn't it? Maybe not. Yes, it did.
Aye, Captain. Prepare for battle. Victory!
That again went up. Or did it go back? I'm not entirely sure where that ship's gone.
Aye, Captain. Prepare
But
to
it doesn't matter
engage.
too much.
Victory!
Um,
Aye,
We've got
Captain.
kind of an
Aye,
excessive
Captain.
naval
Set
dominance
sail.
here,
No
in a
more
way.
moves, sir. Ready to sail. Attack!
The more ships I get rid of, well, the less trouble I have in the future.
Victory! Set
why I'm
sail. No more
Moving
moves,
backwards
sir.
at times when I
Ready
could
to
easily have
sail.
freed Sparta that turn.
Ready to sail.
Oh look, actually I can free Sparta.
Victory! Yes, Captain.
And the onagers
Or Darrow.
have been retrained. This army,
Orders.
with another Praetorian,
Forward.
is now a full stack
Move out.
and is heading
No
north.
more moves, sir.
Let's see what I can do here. Elsewhere. You, Acilius Ventidius. The Brutii have pulled out away from campus. They realized that was a pointless fight.
Orders.
Captain Spurious, could you... Actually, get down to the bridge there. You got blocked by some
Sir.
rebels, and you
We
can't really
do that,
move.
sir.
There has to... They have any archers? They don't have any archers, just 2 warbands. We can do a bridge battle.
Engage the enemy. Victory! Move out.
Yeah, I want
On the move,
you
sir.
to head down here.
Move out.
You to head up here and meet up there. Appius Julius and the army of generals
Can't do it, sir.
can
Can't do it, sir.
keep
Orders.
moving over this way.
Forward. Move depleted, sir.
And Meteorlanium's actually got quite a lot that it can retrain. Holy crap. Actually, why does it have like a single unit of peasants?
Sir.
No, and no. I don't need Hastati. In fact, I could probably, without losing too many,
General.
merge some of these guys up. Actually, honestly, that's like an army in itself. Like a couple of... with a Praetorian cohort, for sure that's an army. Oh, there's still another fleet here that I forgot to move.
Prepare for battle. Victory!
Oh look, I found a fleet that I'd forgotten. How convenient.
Ready to sail. Attack.
Oh, that was the
Ready to
fleet
sail.
that was getting repaired in
Fleet
Rome.
cannot go there. Ready to sail.
Well, rip
Ready
that
to
fleet.
sail. Prepare to engage.
Rip that dude in particular. Carthage is under siege. I've only got a ballista in this army,
Attack.
so it's not going to do much good. I think the Libyan mercenaries would be most good there.
Orders.
Gnaeus, can you get around to there, please?
No more moves, sir.
Don't think the Scipii will be able to actually catch up.
General.
Lucatinius, you can get yourself back to Tingy just as a defensive measure.
Ready to sail.
Okay, Carthago and Nova, you can stop building peasants, please. The same and probably Cordoba's good. Scalabus is good. Right, I think that's... again, another turn... no.
Ready to sail. Yes, Captain. Splitting the troops. All ashore.
Moganes can hopefully join into this.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Fantastic. You can go deal with this rebel general here.
Victory! Engage the enemy.
Druids, peasants, and fanatics. That's not even worth fighting. Plus a few men, but that's fine.
Victory! No
This
more
was...
moves, sir. General.
or is intended to be a
General. Imperator.
kind of a reinforcements army heading over this way.
Move out.
This army here of Kaiser Hostilius. What do you have?
Imperator.
3 archers, 3 horse. Okay, so you need the horse and the archer.
General.
And then... watch my microphone! Can you build anything there? No. If I can, like, onagers would be cool. No. Then just some legionary cohorts, I guess. That's the wrong city. It's Tarentum I want to build these guys in. Early legionary cohorts. Which... they'll be fine. And then... in fact, we can
Forward.
put you in the port now. Put this boat into port.
Aye, Captain.
And just do a bit of retraining on this. That's priority number 1. By Lazara... or by Lazora... like you to get a spy and retrain one of the horse units. Oh my god, the horse unit is going to be retrained. Cavalry. Out of move, sir! Right. That, I think, is another turn. I know that we're just kind of in a rebuilding phase and nothing much is happening. Damn is not happy. Damn, why are you not oh, because, yeah, there's, like, nothing going on here. Let's just see what the Brudi want to do. They've got a spy in Larissa, who's infiltrated.
Withdraw. Withdraw.
One of our many fleets has been defeated.
Our fleet is under
One of the ones 1, 2 victories. The Scipii and Brudi are now taking on fights they can't win. And nothing really else happened of our interest. Lentulus Aelius has been born. Dam has an academy, built a scriptorium. Numantia's got a governor's palace, which means it's grown. Get a shipwright. actually get public baths and then a shipwright. Unless he's got an aqueduct, get an academy. Your public order is going to shit. There has been stuff built. Badawoodrum, why are you so unhappy? Cheer up. Get some town watch or something. Right. Asinius Ventidius and Captain Spurious can now meet up to form the weirdest army Rome has ever seen. And build a watchtower. And cross the bridge. And build a second watchtower. For roleplay reasons. Also hire all the mercenaries. So this army is going to head over to Captain Lucius, and it's not going to be fun for the Brutii over here, let's just put it that way. The army of Bilazora. Where is the Brutii full stack gone, actually? Have the Brutii broken their... The Brutii have broken their full stack army into multiple different armies. And they're so pissed off that they've got two different assassins over here.
Fleet ready.
Right, is this...
Ready
Yeah, this isn't your turn. Fantastic. Kill. Kill. Kill.
Fleet ready. Prepare for battle. Victory.
Kill.
Ready to sail. Prepare for battle.
Just pinning them down with one ship and attacking with another seems to be a good tactic. Or, as I'm about to do here, just wade in with the biggest ships you got. Thank you for subscribing! Quentin the Vet, I think it is? Hey, Eddie, how you doing today?
Victory! I count. Attack! Victory!
Right, Admiral Oppius. You can head up and take out Admiral Gaius.
Victory!
You can head down.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Do you know what? Just because I can.
Captain, ready to sail. Set sail. Fleet ready. Set sail. Aye, Captain. Yes, Captain. Fleet ready. Set sail. Ready to sail. Attack. Fleet
Navy strength ratio of 25 to 2 because I've got 3, 4, 5, 6 fleets that are much bigger than his.
victory.
And what?
Fleet ready.
How did he manage to escape that?
Victory. Attack. Withdraw. Withdraw.
You've
Ready to
defeated
sail.
but one of my
Set
navies.
sail. No more moves, sir. Ready to sail. Prepare for battle. Fleet ready. Prepare to engage. Victory. Fleet ready.
Oh, these
Prepare
Scipii
to
navies. I actually am starting to feel a bit sorry for the Scipii navies.
Victory.
Because they do something and then they're just swarmed by Rome.
No more moves, sir. Ready to
Like they're
sail.
just swarmed by the true Roman navy.
Ready to sail. Attack. Ready to sail.
Immediately dead.
Prepare for battle. Out of moves,
There's
sir.
not even a chance to
Ready
do anything.
sail. Attack. Victory.
Like even this guy over here who's just fled from probably being whooped
Fleet ready.
is now dead. Rome is unhappy.
Victory.
Why is Rome unhappy? Due to squalor. I can't deal with squalor in Rome though. Well I can actually, can't I? By building more units, I guess. So let's get some legionary cohorts built in Rome. To kind of cheat the system a bit. You should... How many spaces do we have left? 2? And Croton should have 2 units that can join this army.
Boarding.
Let's go over to Greece.
Out of moves, sir. Aye.
Right, what's going on over this way? Realistically,
Ready to sail.
we can start moving fleets actually this way
Depleted, sir.
to start blockading the remaining
Yes, Captain.
Scipii ports.
Depleted, sir. Ready to sail. Fleet ready. Set sail. Aye, Captain. Ready to sail.
Like Masana.
Fleet ready.
And Lily Biom's already shut down. The only trade route they have at the moment is in Syracuse.
Aye, aye.
They actually captured Thapsus at some... Well, they captured Thapsus, I know, but
Fleet ready. Aye, Captain.
it's just gonna get blockaded like everything else.
Moves depleted, sir. Ready
Move
to
another
sail.
ship here.
Aye, aye, Captain. Ready to sail.
Um,
Ready to sail. Yes, Captain. Moves
Just
depleted, sir.
kind of
Aye,
swarm
Captain.
into
Yes,
where
Captain. Ready to
their
sail.
ships are going to be coming
Aye,
from,
Captain.
so they've got to deal with
Sir. Fleet ready. Aye, Captain.
the Julii Navy if this place is to ever get, you know, all of the Scipii boats are now coming from Syracuse. That's the only place they can actually build boats. Other than Thapsus, which
Set
is about to
sail.
get blockaded very heavily. Kurt has been reinforced. By Praetorians and early legionaries at the very least.
Sir. Engage
So let's get an
the
army
enemy.
to Carthage.
Besieging settlement, sir.
Let's get that under siege.
Sir.
Carthage has a early legionary cohort. Gnaeus Flaccus, the most flaccid man in the world. What year is it? 214 BC. Legionary cavalry and auxilia, and so many Egyptian things. So many Egyptian things, including some of these things are good, some of these things are not so good. So let's assault the settlement. And yeah, they don't really stand a chance. It's a 4-to-1 ratio. How long do I plan to stay alive? Until about 7 o'clock BST. Grumpy Snail. I'll be live until about 7. Just murdering fake Romans. Coming up with bad strategies.
Men! The battle is inevitable, but victory hangs in the balance. Do your duty as true Romans, and victory will be within our grasp. Do not fear our enemies today. The Scipii are Romans, and they are just men, not gods. They can be killed. They have been lulled into a false sense of security by a few feet of defensive wall.
As if that will protect them. Join the Empire. Come to the dark side. We have cookies.
It is not our foes. Our brave horsemen must wait to do their work.
Good
until
work,
a
Lord
breach has been
Vader.
opened in the enemy defenses. I have fought
I
these
am
men
the
many
Senate.
times, and even now they must be praying to their false gods for mercy. They will have little enough of it from me.
Are you watching?
So
Sweet.
let your battle cry put fear into the enemy's guts. Call out to them and be
So the plan
brave.
is
Call to the heavens and let strength and honor be your
we're going to get
birthright
everything up to the walls as
today.
much as possible. Hopefully, ideally, the siege towers. So let's play. Oh, this is a terrible place. This is actually one of the worst places we could try and attack, because that's just a death zone. Because there's multiple towers firing down. So if we were to get kind of deflect the fire from the towers there, get a ram going to their gate over here that's also in a death zone. Okay, there's nowhere really that a ram will be of use here. But let's get a ram. What's the weakest units on a ram? Barbarians. Fantastic. You go to the wall. You go to the wall. You do your best to take out the gateway. I don't expect much. And the auxilia can kind of act as a... I want auxilia to be back up here. Because, I mean... Interestingly, the Scipii have pretty much given up the wall already. They've got no defenses on here, so all we really need to do. And it does look like they were actually expecting me to come on over this side. They do have a unit up on the wall, actually. By the looks of it. They got early legionary cohort going there. What's this up on the wall that... Are these guys leaving the wall? Auxilia up on the wall over there. Why are they there? Because it's right beside the gate. Okay, so the siege towers are making their way to the wall. That one's almost already there. This one's on the way and very, extremely lightly damaged. So lightly it's showing 0%. Same here. Fantastic.
Our siege towers have reached the walls.
Right.
Now there will be hard fighting to break the defenses.
Towers at the walls. Legionaries are down on the ground there. That's fine. The ram is dead. Can I get... Yeah, let's get the barbarians onto that ram and see if they can have any more luck. Because I'm gonna need the gates open anyway to take out the to bring my cavalry in. That's gonna be kind of my main attacking force, because I mean they've got a decent... Ooh, that's a big general's unit. It's not their faction leader, but it looks like it could be close. Definitely one of their top generals. You can drop the ram and just kind of form up here like that. Siege towers will be deploying men in a moment. This tower is very nearly ready. And interestingly, they've actually animated men going up into the siege tower, if you didn't notice. So you can see them all kind of in here waiting. At the top. There's no animation for climbing, so they're just kind of walking and hovering up, but there is an animation in there. Right. Do the barbarians now have the ram? Yes, they do. Right. This siege tower is deploying men. Fantastic. Get over this way. Straight away. The other siege tower is deploying men. Even just as good. I'm gonna need you guys, in a very odd twist, to go over here first. And then over to take out the Auxilia. Hopefully that's got queued up, because I need to take that tower to stop men being shot, and then come back around to deal with the rest of the stuff. Barbarians with the ram are making their way over, that's fine. These guys over here. And just continue taking the walls. I want to take as much of the walls as possible, just so they got additional avenues to go down, really. It's more space to attack. That's been taken, fantastic. So you guys can now go attack the Auxilia. Take the gatehouse on the way and this corner tower. You can see these are firing flaming bolts down onto the ram, which is showing 0 damage, but can potentially catch fire, as was proven by the other one. And that one's gone as well by the looks of it. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Barbarian mercenaries, just pull back entirely. You have failed me twice, you shall not fail me again. The Auxilia are wanting to fight on top of the gatehouse, it seems. Because they've tried to come through and it's just kind of not worked for them. this unit over here that I haven't forgotten. It's taking the gates there. Fantastic. You guys. Now, I want you to go... Come on. Give me camera control. I want you to go over here. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep moving. The Auxilia have been joined, I think, by the Legionaries. Have they? No, it's just Auxilia. Now, what could I do here? We've lost 2 rams. Let's get the barbarians up on the wall. Seeing as they're not going to get shot. There's the unit moving. There's the unit moving top of the wall. This is a somewhat cautious approach, I will admit. Because I don't want to be left in the situation where I lose a bunch of men on the wall. They're firing on the Augs. Oh my god, you geniuses! They're launching a second wave. This is gonna get glitchy up here, so I'm gonna watch for as long as I can, and then it's gonna go all to pot.
Alright!
Thank you for subscribing, Overdid. Hello, David Stankovic, Max and Nobleminator. Yes, the Legionaries are now starting to push really into the Auxilia. That's fantastic. The barbarians should be making their way up onto the wall now as well. And I want you guys, if you can, to get over to there. Which does kind of mean walking straight through the middle of this assault, but it should be fine. For some reason... Why have the Legionaries pushed up along this side but not this side? Why is that the case? Is the leader of the Auxilia unit there? I'm not entirely sure why that happened. These guys appear to have stopped. Have they stopped, or is it just an illusion? Just an illusion. But nonetheless, keep it going, please, gentlemen. Down to... Actually, I'm going to speed this up a bit. Down to here. Now, over here, how's this going? The barbarians are making their way into the middle of the battle. Barbarians join in. I think the barbarians should be about as on a par with the Auxilia, and will definitely have some effect, for sure. There's some barbarians up front now. And you can see that it's just forming a blockade down here, which is... I'm kind of fine with, to be honest. There's how many left? 64 Auxilia left. Let's just speed things up a bit. 63, 60, 56, 54, 52, 51. Fighting to the death, which means they're going to just collapse. Fantastic. Barbarians, you have done a fantastic job. Get yourselves over to here. Because we've now taken the gatehouse, effectively. And one of these should be the gatehouse being captured. Gateway's been captured. I'm presuming it's this gateway, but we'll just wait until the last 11 Auxilia are gone. Hey, I could... I am not putting in the Oliphant cheat. I know what it does, Max. I'm not putting in the Oliphant cheat. I don't need giant elephants to kill people. I need troops. One auxilia left. Is it now an auxilius? If a unit of them is called auxilia. Right, the gate has certainly taken now, which means that the cavalry can... Oh my god, I've got war dogs. Cavalry and the war dogs! Ha ha ha! What does the Oliphant command do? It spawns giant war elephants. Is what the Oliphant command does. Jakob, thank you very much for subscribing. These guys have reached their destination, I think, maybe? Oh, they're starting to. So I want you guys to get up to here. And you guys to also get up to there. Should take about as long either way. The cavalry are about to arrive. Being followed closely behind by the war dogs. And oh my god, there's a straight run to the plaza. War dogs! Get over here, please, war dogs. Cavalry, you guys can just kind of... I'm hoping there's enough space here. Can you guys, like, blockade at some point? Just get up to there. War dogs, get up to here. This is going to get very, very bad for the remaining Scipii. Thank you, Awesome Shine, for subscribing as well. So all the cavalry's coming in at 3 frames a second. The war dogs are coming in now. I can see the war dogs. The frame rate is tanking a bit, so let's just move the camera over here and hope that it stops. No, it's not. Just not gonna stop tanking, is it? Let's try for double speed if I can click it at the right frame. Okay, war dogs, get up to here. Because I want to have some fun with the Scipii. How terrible is my PC? Better than yours, probably, clone. Because I've got this game completely maxed out and I'm streaming it, and it's only taking about half the graphics card. It's a limitation of the game. Cavalry's a bit confused by the war dogs. Let's get the cavalry moving over to here, just so that they're kind of out of the way. Mini stampede as the cavalry move. Where are you going? That's not where I told you to go. Told you to go over here, not up there. Oh, also I forgot this. Rome's here. War dogs, run, please. Alright, the fun is about to begin. Because I've got 3 units of war dogs, they've got an early legionary cohort, their general, and some legionary cavalry. War dogs! This is gonna be fun. Here come the handlers. I gotta watch this at normal speed so I can pull the handlers back. Dogs are being released. There is a cavalry charge in the middle of all this. The war dog handlers are breaking, which is fine. Actually, it's completely fine if the war dog handlers have broken, because all the war dogs have been released. And they're eating through the legionary cavalry. They're eating through the early legionary cohort. And I've got 8 units of cavalry yet to come in. The generals run into all this trying to take out the war dogs. The enemy general... Oh, what's going on here? The general's coming after the war dogs handlers. That was the worst thing he could have done. Because I have all of the cavalry in the world. Like, it's still coming around the corner. It's still got 53, 50, 49. Oh dear, the XP damage has been done. Or the HP damage. The hit points damage is done. This is just death. Oh dear, Eric. How did you cause the Egyptians to declare war on you at the start of the Civil War? You're screwed. You're probably... Oh, this is not... He's trying to run. Don't let him. Don't let him.
Great gods be praised.
Good.
The enemy general is killed.
Time for round
We are
2
meant
of this
to hope in
fun.
our enemy's hearts.
They've got 85 legionary cavalry remaining, which are the good cavalry, and they're still being attacked by dogs. It's time for a cavalry charge. The dogs are still killing cavalry, by the way. So the legionary cavalry has given up on trying to fight the war dogs, and is just being kind of chewed up by them very, very slowly. Okay, the early legionaries have thrown some spears, but now the war dogs are coming through the cavalry and attacking the cohort, which is now... It was about to attack the my cavalry, but they can't because the war dogs arrived and managed to aggro them. And Jeff. Yeah, it was an hospital day. Hope she's okay. Hey, Jeff. Or Niff. Niff. This is how to roam Total War. Just send in 8 units of cavalry. Actually, they can't do much. Yeah, screw it. Just attack. Just attack, because it's only heavy infantry. 114, 113, 107, 103, 199. CWB rules? What? Yeah, maybe should have just simulated this battle instead of doing it. Rome's here. Nazi! This is, yeah, not good for them. They've got 26 men left in this city. 14, 12, 10, 6, 2, none.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms.
We lost 472, well, we killed 472 men, they killed 300 and something. So, you know, it wasn't zero.
Settlement captured.
What? Was that the last settlement I had? Was that fulfilling the victory? Yeah, that can. That was the 50th settlement. Carthage was the 50th settlement, so I've now officially won. Technically speaking, I've completed the campaign. Although I don't think it's really going to be done. Why can I not put... Interesting. Let's do some retraining here. Because of course I'm going to retrain the army that's just destroyed Carthage. And oh look, oh dear. Oh, Thapsus has now been blockaded. Oh dear. Oh no. This army doesn't have any, yeah, that doesn't have any actual siege equipment. Oh no, there's actually a fleet in Palma that I forgot about. Oh no, how much must suck to be there. Now we're on world domination. That army can get into Tingy and just boost things up there. Get retrained partially. Admiral Oppius can continue his little quest to the west. I will not rest until Egypt is gone at the very least. And Numidia still exists. Oh no, it doesn't. The Egyptians now own the Sahara. But we're starting to move into North Africa. We did lose at one point Patavium, which is a bit of a sucky thing. But we do have an army heading in here already, which, with a bit of backup from this lot, very nearly a full stack. If I were to get some, let's say, early legionary cohorts built up in Ariminum and Arretium. Actually, some legionary cohorts in Arretium. And yeah, it's I can rebuild. If Medialanium wants to start pumping out some... Oh, they're building a Praetorian. It'll be ready next turn to boot. Right, that is, I think, all I can do this turn. So we gotta take out Thessalonica, Byzantium, and Tylus. This army is heading towards Paralisum. It'll take a few turns to get there. The army from Bylazora can start getting no, it can't. The army from Bylazora is gonna have to be merged together, I think, and I'm gonna lose a couple of units, but it's the only way I can get it up to full strength. Alright, so you guys. Gonna need both the archers, these three, this, probably the Thracians. You can come out. How strong is that army? About half strength. And we got some more mercenaries. It's gonna be a heavily ranged army, which isn't particularly good outside of a city.
Besieging settlement, sir.
The gates are open. The gates are open. And we've got probably gonna have cavalry advantage. They're Romans, which means they probably won't have a spear advantage. That's what he says.
There are many roads to victory. Today our road will be paved with skulls. Remember this and show no mercy. Do not fear our enemies today. The Brutii are Romans, and they are just men, not gods. They can be killed. They cower behind their walls and pray for help. There is no advantage in numbers to either side. Therefore, skill and courage will be the keys to this day's battle. Yet, for all that, We are the stronger within ourselves. We are the greater warriors. The enemy deserve no better than to be shot down. Let us do this and conserve our strength. Many times I have faced this enemy, and many times I have beaten them. Today, when we win, this victory will be yours as much as mine. This morning, an eagle circled the camp 3 times, then flew towards the rising sun. Such a portent can only mean a good day for us today. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans.
This should be interesting. Thank you, NHF. Let me think. How do I want to lead this? I mean, realistically, the cavalry are going to have to be 1. The skirmishers are going to have to be 2. The 2 archers will be 3, and the rest can be kind of independent. I'm going to want to lead with the cavalry, and then the skirmishers can kind of follow behind with the archers there. And just get these into single line formation. Because when they're in a formation, you can change the size of the formation. And then, I guess, the legionaries, and the hoplites, and the Thracians can kind of sit behind like that.
The enemy have brought up reinforcements.
Their reinforcements are coming from where?
To save themselves.
Where are the reinforcements coming from? Oh, up there. They've got their legionary cavalry at the front. So if I were to get my skirmishers up... What do they have here? Praetorians, gladiators. Do they have any range units here? Do they have any range units on the walls? They don't have any range units on the wall. Now, I am going to have to try and win this without actually fighting on the wall, because I don't have anything really capable of taking out what's on the walls. So this should get interesting very quickly. Skirmishers are firing. I mean to pause, but that'll do too. Okay, now cavalry can come in now. Because they're being battered with spears and javelins and all sorts. And I'm basically going to have to do this in a rush mode. So my range units can come back. This is all going to be down to the cavalry and how they do. They've got just a single unit coming in to help, I think. No, this is a general. Is that a general's unit? No, that's not a general's unit. Oh, that's a general's unit. Their legionary cavalry is falling back. We're gonna follow them. We don't need to worry about the walls at all. As stupid as that sounds, the walls are not a concern. Okay, deal with the auxilia. What's going on? Why are you running back this way? No, don't leave the city. Okay, just run through, run through. Deal with the legionary cavalry. Because if you're dealing with that, then you'll probably kill some auxilia on the way. Yeah, the auxilia are moving out of the way. Their auxilia are just kind of moving out of the way so my cavalry can get through for some reason. That's an interesting decision on their part, and because my cavalry can't really engage, nor can their auxilia. Their auxilia can. Yeah, the cavalry and auxilia can't really engage each other properly. So I think the auxilia can actually engage the cavalry, but not the other way around. Oh no, the cavalry can engage the auxilia. Oh, the cavalry trying to... If I just get through... Get into the plaza. Which is this way, okay. So deal with their legionary cavalry. It's a double charge technically. I am watching the numbers of cavalry dwindling. Oi oi, it's Neef. Their legionary cavalry was routing. That's their strongest unit realistically. What I'm gonna do is potentially kind of dumb. Have they just moved their units down off the walls, or are they still there? Yeah, let's get these units onto the walls themselves. Okay, so there's some... I think equities... There were some equities blocking the way, but the generals weren't too happy about that and just killed them. And they've got some Roman cavalry as well that'll be dealt with. We're still kind of worryingly close to the walls. It's not good. That cavalry is their general. Okay, we gotta deal with this cavalry big time. They've got an awesome Temple of Juno here. By the way, this is what an awesome temple looks like. If I can glitch the camera up high enough. That's what an awesome Temple of Juno looks like. You can't even see all of it, but it is all there. Okay, they've sent in... Oh, they've sent in... That was the reinforcements that I've just effectively destroyed. Now we're dealing with the actual general from the city. This is all the cavalry we effectively have remaining.
Our soldiers have captured the walls.
Our men are starting to capture the walls. Fantastic.
Capture this place.
Okay, so you guys are heading up. Yes. Thracians, I want you when you're on the wall. Once you're on the wall, please tell me this is gonna mark as a waypoint. It is fantastic. I want you guys to head over here, just as quick as you can. Legion.
General is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave.
I want you to head over to here.
Gods be praised. The enemy general is dead.
Fantastic. We've killed their general. This is gonna give them nothing but penalties. I'm hoping it was the city general as well. Amulius Creticus, that was the city general. So the highest ranking member of their military that was on this field is gone.
The gods have filled the heart of the enemy.
Now they do have 2 units of Velity Gladiators.
Now he flees the field like a coward.
This is kind of a second level boss fight, I guess. Getting rid of the general was the first challenge. Because now they're just kind of throwing units in and hoping they can do something. My cavalry is strong. And I've just realized now that we've got the gates.
The enemy general is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave.
We're starting to capture other bits. We can start moving the ranged units in. And they're set on fire at will. They're literally just throwing their entire army against my cavalry. which, in theory, it's a terrible idea. In practice, it's probably a terrible idea, actually. Because I can just move my cavalry back enough that they can charge, let's say, the Auxilia. And while there's not many of them left, we'll still get a bit of a charge bonus. Even relatively close quarters, and cause quite a bit of damage, actually. That's their Roman cavalry coming in. They're probably going to turn around in a second. Nope, they're going to try and come into the back. That's a Praetorian cohort. That's concerning. In fact, I think I might be losing my cavalry here.
Be praised.
We've killed a general.
The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemy's hearts.
We are losing quite a large amount of an army. We've got 2 generals units left. We have lost a general ourselves. That was Aulus Trebonianus, who's quite old. We're probably going to lose both of our generals here, actually, which is not good. However, with our run.
This is no way for a Roman.
Yep, our general's routing, which is not necessarily good.
Your general runs away.
These guys need to come off the walls quickly. Run. You guys are supposed to be moving in this kind of direction, please. So our general is dead.
Your general now lies dead because of his foolishness.
That's fine.
His men will lose heart.
That's actually surprisingly enough fine. Because we're getting our hoplites off the wall. Slowly but surely. Our legionaries are capturing bits of the wall. And in fact they've, I think, just captured this tower here. Which in theory is firing. But in practice is not. So you guys, I want you to come over around, let's say over here somewhere. Yeah, over to, like, come on, here. Over to here. Make it quick. Thracians, I want you guys to come over to, like, here. And we're gonna have to try and do the rest of this with ranged units. Okay, where are my hoplites? Because the hoplites are gonna be key here. Because I gotta make a hoplite blockade there. Alright, brilliant. The towers are now firing on their men. Which you can see is doing some damage. Not a lot, but doing some. Enough that it'll cause them trouble. Especially the weaker units like the Veneti Gladiators and the Auxilia. Stronger units shouldn't have much of a problem. Run please, hoplites. And when you're there, I'd like you to form phalanx. Because I don't know if some of you guys know this, but you can queue up form phalanx. can see now the towers are starting to work to my advantage. They're trying to send Ability Gladiators in, but hopefully we'll see one or two of these guys fall. They got 2 units of Ability Gladiators coming in. A unit of Auxilia. A single status who's just died. I might lose this fight. I probably won't, but I've had a lot more damage than I should have. You guys are meant to be blocking the entire road like this. Because I need my archers and my skirmishers safe. And in fact, guard mode. You guys are on guard mode. I want the archers on guard mode as well. I want to disable skirmish mode. Because the last thing I want is my ranged units deciding to turn in a different direction. That's them dead. These guys are now coming in. That's actually 2 units of Ability Gladiators dead. By the looks of it. The Auxilia... No, the second unit of Ability Gladiators coming around a different direction. But the ranged units should be able to take care of them pretty well. The wall capturing attempts are succeeding pretty well. And let's just go over here and see what's going on here. The Auxilia should be coming up close now to the... Yes, the Auxilia are approaching the hoplites, but they're losing men almost as quickly as they're moving, and now they've seen what's ahead of them. They've just decided it's not worth it. And because they're now running and getting shot in the back, it's going to cause them even more damage. The Velity Gladiators that were over here are kind of after forming into a nice big group of the Praetorian cohort, which that's probably my big concern at this point, is the Praetorians. These guys over here are not moving. The Thracians, because I do still have, despite all the losses that I've taken, units capable of causing quite a bit of hassle. These guys for some reason have just got confused and stopped. This legionary cohort has just stopped dead. Why? They seem to be confused as to what their orders are, because... No, they are forming up there. Fantastic. Just form up over here. I think it's that they've got too spread out. So I'm going to just leave them for a little bit. Over here then, what's going on? It seems like there's a unit over... There was a unit over here. I don't have time limits on. Hello, Battle of Armenia. Well, I think I've lost less men than them. I've lost less men than them in terms of percentages. And these guys are just standing in the worst possible place because they're getting shot by 2 towers at once. So the reason I've sped up time is, why are these guys getting shot? All of a sudden. They're in one of the death zones. The worst place for you guys to stand. Move, 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 move. You've broken. Fan-fucking-tastic. This is online? No. This is, just a bog standard campaign battle. Alright, that's the walls done. That is the walls captured, I think. Something over here doesn't look right, though. Oh, it's another unit of Auxilia standing in one of the dumbest possible positions. And that guy just not understanding how walls work. Okay, it looks like there's a unit of Auxilia approaching over here. There was a unit of auxiliary approaching over here. What can I do here? It isn't marking the cohort as being. Okay, so can you guys... I know that it's a bit of hassle, but can you guys get to the one idiot that's stuck on the walls, please? Because he's just causing trouble now. Like, get over to this guy and just kind of form up over here. Where am I from? I'm from Ireland. What's... like... yeah, it's not online, so... apologize. There was some... It's no wonder they got confused. There's a guy standing on the wall here uselessly, and half of them hadn't even moved. Oh my god, there's bits of this unit just everywhere. It's hardly a wonder they got confused. The unit of auxilia over here are kind of starting to make movements towards my death zone, but not really. In fact, they're just going to stand rather stupidly and get shot for a while. Once I get my infantry up, I can start forming up some sort of ball. Cosmetic and Game Ranger, I don't have Game Ranger, actually. I haven't had it for literally years, and I can't remember what my nick was back then. Whereabouts do I live? County Tipperary, way down south. Okay, this is going reasonably well. This, by the way, is the reason that I don't have time limits turned on, and sometimes I'll have to force myself into this stuff. Hey, VF! Sometimes I'll be forced into doing a battle of a no stream. Oh, for fuck's sake, YouTube. I don't know what's going on. If you're watching on Twitch, I have no idea what's going on at the moment, but for some reason YouTube has shut itself and died. Yeah, so I guess we're on Twitch now. I'm live on YouTube too? That's really annoying. Like, really annoying. Just checking some stuff on Discord while this is happening. You're watching me on YouTube. That's amazing. Right. I'm gonna continue and hope to fuck that something happens that's positive. I'm just gonna put it into... Yeah, I'm gonna continue the battle on Twitch and then we'll end the stream. Because there's no point in YouTube is really the main thing. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I say that. I say that. Hello again, YouTube. Goodbye again, YouTube. YouTube doesn't seem to know what it wants to do. It came back for a second. This is why there aren't many professional fucking streamers on YouTube, I swear. Oh, hang on. I think it's back again. I think YouTube's come back again. I need to double check with XSplit whether or not it's back. It is back. YouTube is back again. So YouTube servers are shitting themselves quite badly. Because according to YouTube, I'm simultaneously on and offline. So deal with that, bitches. Is that something alive there? No. There's nothing alive. Although, no. They're sending a Praetorian cohort. They're sending a Praetorian cohort mixed with Auxilia. Interesting. So, yeah, for those of you who are on Twitch, feel free to follow, because this Twitch servers seem to be a bit more reliable. I'll put it that way. Let's see, where's the best place for me to deploy the, if I were to deploy the hoplites... there, like this. And just kind of... let's see, before Lyrians. Deploy the skirmishers here like this. And get the archers in behind them. Like that. We should be good. Do I know how silly the chat looks? Yes. But that's how Twitch chat normally looks. Stop shooting myself. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. This is why I shouldn't have laxatives every morning for breakfast. They're sending out the Auxilia. It's not particularly working for them. The Praetorian... no, that... I'm not entirely sure what is leading the charge here. Auxilia are leading the charge but being followed up by Praetorians. This could be dangerous. Apparently YouTube's just shat itself again. Streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. That's why a lot of people have Restream. Is like, yeah, number one, it's kind of allows for 2 different audiences at once, and the second one is because YouTube servers are shite. So what's happening here is they're trying to go for a massed attack, and it's possibly going to work for a bit, but realistically, I've got a lot of ranged units here, and why are you all falling back? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No skirmish mode. No, no skirmish mode. Skirmish mode disabled. I actually need you guys to be close to the front so that you can fire. I want you guys to fire on Praetorian cohort. They are the biggest issue right now. These guys are back together up here. How close are they to this fight? Very. Get over here. In fact, get up on the wall there like that. Uneasy, medium. Medium, medium. I'm glad that... Apparently I'm on fucking impossible mode with YouTube today. Get over to this area here. Because as soon as the legionaries arrive here, they're going to start firing at will, and that's going to go straight down onto the heads of the Brutii. Yes, I've had many losses in this battle, but it is going to turn in my favour. In fact, it's already very strongly in my favour. Hey, simulator gaming. Like, we've taken out half of a Praetorian, well, a good third of a Praetorian cohort just with, you know, targeting the unit itself, which is taking out kind of collateral damage in the form of some mercenary hoplites, which now outnumber the Praetorians, by the way. No, it doesn't. Will soon, though. Velity Gladiators have broken. The 9 remaining Velity Gladiators. The legionary, the early cohort has just withdrawn, leaving 92 Auxilia and 105 Praetorians that are about to get very, very dead. Why, by the way, are some of my legionaries dying? I think even the Auxilia have pulled back now. They're under fire from something, but I'm not sure. Is that cohort after firing on my cohort? The Praetorians have broken! Oh, this early legionary cohort's gonna get the worst possible death. Fire. In fact, don't. No, 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 no. Stay up on the wall, stay up on the wall, stay up on the wall, stay up on the wall. Translate! Fun. Fun. Always fun. Because the more problems I can cause here. You can see that they're kind of falling back and trying to regroup, but because I've got the walls, it's not working for them. Like, they've got a Praetorian cohort here that just... every time it turns and tries to fight, it dies. In fact, they're pulling back the Praetorians. Are they? No, they're not. The Praetorians have just got a bunch of javelins. Something's just got a bunch of javelins thrown at them. This cohort has 27 men left, and that's pulling back. In fact, if they come anywhere near, they start wavering and pull back. I've got them now to the point where I don't think the Brutii can win this battle. They have superior numbers, yes, but I've got better manpower. Was just about to move the hoplites forward, but this Praetorian cohort's just arrived on the scene. Right, legionaries, come down off the wall and start fighting the Praetorians. Hold them. Or kill them, that works too. Right, hoplites. Pull across there like that. Legionaries, you're going to form a second wall of defense here behind the hoplites. Archers, you're going to be indirectly behind this, because most of the skirmishers are now out of ammo. The Praetorians are trying... Yeah, the Praetorians can't attack now, they're breaking instantly. What were you asking? After this, something... The end is after this for Dal, I'm guessing. Right, this unit of skirmishers can come up. This unit of skirmishers can come up. Where am I firing to here? Like, my archers are firing at something and I'm not sure what. Firing over in this direction. Oh my god, they're taking out the dudes that are all the way over there? They're taking out the guys that were all the way over there. Or are they firing... They don't have range over here, surely. They don't, so they're firing on the Praetorians. They're about to take out this Praetorian cohort entirely. Two men remain. No men remain. Right. Next action is gonna be trying to find a way into the square here, which kind of looks like it's gonna be a long convoluted route. Yeah, it's gonna be a long convoluted route. Hoplites, come up to here. Legionaries, come up to here. Archers can stand here. You guys can stand here. You guys can stand also here. You guys can stand also here. You guys can stand also here. Perfect. This is now an impenetrable defense of this area, and the archers are moving closer and closer to the main square every time I budge up. I'm not entirely sure what they're firing at even. Are they firing at, by any chance, this dude over here? No. They're probably then firing at... There's a unit over here. The Praetorians that broke a while back. Oh, the poor, poor Praetorians. Next move is going to be tricky. Right. Now we're moving further away from the wall, so we won't have the defense of them. Hoplites move there. Legionaries come up directly behind them. Archers, can you fit into this space? Kind of. Skirmishers in as well. You're gonna kind of meld with the legionaries. And the 131 of you guys, I have a mission for you. Take out this one guy that's just running around like a lunatic. Just take him out, because 131 of you should be able to deal with him. Now, over here, this army is fronting up nicely. Battle of the 6 counties versus the Free State. The 6 counties would win because I'm terrible. I mean, I've turned this into a battle of attrition just because you don't have range there, but you do have range on these Praetorians. Do you have range? You don't have range. So the archers are taking out the Praetorians slowly but surely. I think it's mainly HP damage. Oh my god, that's... Come on. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. Yes, 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 yes. Straight into all of the weapons fire. Okay, Praetorian cohort's now down. Which means I can move up even farther into the city. This is where it's going to get a bit tight. So I'm going to have to cut some dead weight. Which means that the unit of archers that is largely useless can stay behind. It's got no ammo, it's not of use. I'm going to leave the skirmishers out of this as well. It's mainly going to be the unit of archers that's got most of the ammo. Now their cavalry auxilia is missile cavalry, which means it's going to kill some men. The archers, however, are just about to arrive, which are going to kill the missile cav. Or the missile cav can run straight into a phalanx. I mean, that's equally stupid. Archers, take out the general, the legionary cavalry. Now you guys get to see what happens when I'm really put on the back foot. Sub goal's been hit. It was for a while actually. Unless you guys mean to increase it, which I'll do after this battle. Okay, the archer's now out of ammo. Which means I've got to take a bit of a risky move and move my skirmishers up. Skirmish mode can go back on. Okay. So skirmish mode's back on for these guys, just in case the cavalry do decide to start charging. Cavalry have charged. Legion can come in.
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear.
I don't want to win
now
by
they
default
flee.
like that. There we go. Heroic victory. We lost most of our army there. In fact, we didn't. We've got 1,200 men remaining. They've lost literally everything. That could have gone a lot worse than it was. We now own Thessalonica. We'll exterminate the populace. We will swap out the Temple of Juno. Carries. Start retraining our troops. Did I do that in Larissa actually? Did I swap out the temples? I presume I did. Yes. Did I do it in Corinth? Yes. Did I do it in Athens? Yes. Did I do it in Sparta? Yes. So Thessalonica is now Julii. We'll deal with the rest of the army. Resistance is futile. We did lose 3 generals, which sucks. The capital is going to be moving back to Rome very soon. There's a small fleet here.
Yes, Captain.
in Narbo,
Move, sir.
which can now start churning out some legionary cohorts. Marseille can start, in theory, throwing out some legionary cohorts. Actually, this fleet, I want you to stay there, because I want to have another army come down into North Africa. In theory, what we can do from Carthage, once everybody's retrained, is move on Thapsus immediately. Get the army currently attacking Curta to come down to Dimity. And we can get an army from
Aye, Captain.
this army
Aye, aye, Captain.
over to Sicily. So the Brutii are now spying on their former city. And they've besieged it again.
Our fleet is under attack.
Auto-resolve with a defeat, that's fine. Auto-resolve with a defeat, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Thessalonica under siege again. That's actually fine. We made 37,000 that turn. Corrales has grown, so we can get a governor's palace. Cnaeus the Ugly actually found somebody to love him. Arena is built in Iridium. It can now get an amphitheater. Because we're making money in Iridium, that's fine. Mediolanium's got an awesome temple to Jupiter. Let's get an academy there. You can raise taxes. Borderson's got an academy. Let's get an arena there. Can't raise taxes there just yet. That's fine. Samarobrava's got a governor's palace. Let's get a shipwright. In fact, no. Let's get highways just to increase trade from 1931 to 2109. So we're really going to be making money out of Samarobrava. Lebanon's got highways. Let's get an academy to work on the whole... Oh, no wonder they got public order problems. They're governed by Marcus the Lewd. Trier's got highways. Let's work on public order. London has a Temple of Ceres. London can now have an academy. Vicus Gathi's got sewers. It's now working on a port. York has sewers, is now working on a port. Larissa's got an aqueduct, which is fantastic. Larissa, are you even vaguely in danger? No, but paved roads would be nice. Cordoba's got an arena. You can get corporation, why not? And Thessalonica has a shrine to Ceres. Turn that into, well, actually, yeah, turn it into a temple, why not? Retrain that. There's a recruitment report that I can ignore. This one dude, Captain Julianus, who I think might be Julianus Vatinius, considering how aggressive he is done. Okay, so we need 4 units of archers. We need 1 unit of horse
Imperator.
from either Corinth or Athens.
Sir. Onward.
In fact, we need 3 units of archers. We can cancel 1. We need a unit of horses. Legionary cavalry will be perfect. And we need a buttload of legionaries. In fact, we don't even need archers, because I've just discovered loads of them in Athens. So let's get some legionaries built. Or trained up, or whatever. Whoops. Clicked outside the window. Our YouTube shagged at the moment. You're on YouTube, Tommy!
Sir. Sir. Orders.
Corinth can retrain on managers, can it not? No, that is Sparta.
Imperator.
I wonder will Athens be okay if I just leave it with... Yeah. So retrain this. That's good. Right. So other movements necessary.
Imperator.
Asinius Ventidius. Keep moving.
Onward. Moves completed, sir.
Appius Julius. Keep moving down.
Forward. No more moves, sir. Sir.
Take up some legionaries.
Forward.
And do you need more archers? You could do with more archers.
Orders. Forward.
And more legionaries.
Onward.
This is how quickly you can form a full stack, realistically.
Imperator. March.
We can get rid of even some of the...
Fleet ready.
You know what? I need to defend
Aye,
Apollonia.
aye, Captain. Yes, Captain.
Hi, Captain Flavius.
Attack. Victory. General.
Back on the boat.
Joining the fleet, sir.
You're off to
Aye, aye,
Sicily.
Captain. No more moves, sir.
Right.
Fleet ready.
Naval maneuvers.
Fleet ready. Aye, Captain.
I'm gonna go for
Aye, aye,
advanced
Captain.
maneuvers here.
Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. Aye,
The advanced maneuvers actually
Yes,
mean
Captain. Fleet ready.
make sure that he can't escape, even if he survives.
Sir, ready to sail.
He escaped!
Attack.
Even though he survived.
Fleet ready. Prepare.
Okay,
for
perfect.
battle. Victory.
That's put him into an impossible position where he can't possibly escape now.
Move, sir. Fleet ready.
He
Prepare
has
for
escaped.
battle. Victory. Aye, Captain. Ready to sail.
That wasn't good, was it?
Aye, Captain. Prepare for battle. Ready to sail.
So you got a ship there blocking that way.
Yes, Captain. Out of moves.
We
sir.
can, in theory, break up some of our fleets if we need to. But by blockading Syracuse like that, the Scipii now have no
Aye, Captain.
seaborne trade
Yes, Captain.
whatsoever.
No more moves,
So
sir.
the next course of action is you somehow managed to escape the whole blockade thing we've got going on.
Attack!
And I'm not entirely sure how.
Yes, Captain. No more moves,
Let's get a few
sir.
ships over this way.
Ready to sail. Set sail.
There's a bit of a glitch going on here. There's a movement icon that doesn't actually
Moves
exist.
depleted, sir. Ready to sail. Aye, aye, Captain.
Let's get
Moves
you up
depleted,
here.
sir. Aye, Captain.
Get you over to Admiral Quintus.
No more moves, sir.
To
Fleet
lose.
ready. Attack!
You are clearly inferior. What can we do here? Okay, so the Brutii, I still do have quite a few ships on the go.
Fleet ready. Attack!
But our fleets should be, despite the fact that they've been going through lots of battles,
Fleet ready.
our fleets should be stronger.
Victory! Set
Um,
sail. No more moves, sir. Fleet ready.
Admiral Publius can join into that.
Fleet ready.
You
Yes,
can go over
Captain.
this way. You
Fleet
can come
ready.
over this way as
Set
well.
sail. Out of moves, sir.
You're out of moves, you're out of moves. I had a lot of fleets over here before and they're
Ready to
just
sail.
all not there anymore. Right, the army of Carthage can continue being retrained. That'll be the entire army retrained. Fantastic. We can take Carta this turn,
Fleet ready.
and there is quite a large army heading
Yes,
towards
No more moves, sir.
Tingi,
Ready.
which doesn't really have all that much defense. Want to build a single boat in Cordoba. Carthago Nova can provide some cavalry. Scalabus is going to be of no use here. Right, let's see what we can do here. You and Perius come out. Marseille is now bordering on rebellion, but it's fine. Narbo can give up a unit of legionaries as well. Lemonville can give up some archers.
No more moves, sir.
In fact, this army can just move one block to the north,
March. Merging
so that everything
armies.
can get there. Condati Redonum is not happy. We can just lower taxes there. That'll be fine.
General.
Captain Serbius can head down actually over here and join up with that army over there. The army of Carthage, for the most part, I think, is cavalry. That's not good. Actually, it would be good during a city siege.
General. Sir. Imperator.
as silly as this sounds,
General, Imperator, sir.
I'm going to take a primarily cavalry army down to Thapsus.
Prepare for battle. Move to
Because I can hire non-cavalry mercenaries on the way. You feel like you're late. You're not late. Will I do Medieval 2 afterwards? I'm thinking of doing a different game entirely, a different series entirely afterwards. Oh, I did say that after that battle I would change the sub-goals, so hang on. That is not what I wanted. I accidentally opened up the wrong thing. Goal can be... Goal can be Sparta. Why not? Whoops. Let's see. Cordoba's training a boat to take some extra units over to Tingy, which I think can train up something or other. Yeah, train up some auxilia, just a single unit because that's all you can do. Because that's quite a valuable trading resource, and I don't want to try and have to take Tingy again. On that note, let's take Carta, which should be pretty easy. Fuck off. Oh, you think you're being such a big man. But, how about one of the mods just gives you the same treatment? Ignis? How about you fuck off, you don't come back, and you don't bother me again?
Our enemies await. It would be rude to keep them waiting.
Am I streaming on Twitch? Yes.
So let us see how they
Should be.
like good Roman steel.
Those overly proud Romans over there are the scared.
Thank you, Matt.
They think they are our equals, our enemies. I think they are dead men.
They think their walls are enough to stop us. They should think again. We
Got involved in
outnumber
enough
them
fucking
comfortably,
drama this
but
week
that should
to
not be seen as an
not
excuse
deal with
not to
shit
fight
from
hard.
idiots.
Why let your brother carry your burden? I fought and
What's the
lost
Twitch?
against these
Also
men, but
MoonbowDave.
it is not something that will happen
Twitch.tv/MoonbowDave.
again. Today, I take my revenge. Today, you taste the fruits of victory. Now I say, this far and no further. Here we make a stand. You all know my worth and what I have done before. Of the foes who attacked me in the past, few ever got to boast of their success. The auspices have been taken, and gods be praised, nothing can be found to deny us victory today.
You know I'm not on
With such
Moonbow, man.
importance,
Whoops.
we need only march upon the enemy. And the first man to the enemy gets a jug of my finest wine.
Once we get into the deployment phase here, just gonna go into Twitch and give this to... I'm logged into the wrong Twitch account, Matt. I can't give you mod. Hang on, I've got to log out of Twitch and log back in. I'm legitimately logged into the wrong Twitch account. Not kidding. Log in. Legitimately logged into the wrong Twitch account. Not kidding. MoonbowDave. I like how Twitch automatically turns things on. Turn off. Yes, close that. There you go, Matt. Right. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Siege tower can go there. You guys can go there. And I can send another siege tower over to this wall here, and another ladder here. So you go to the wall, you go to the wall. I'm not even going to try and engage the death zone. You go to the wall. Archers. Let's just start arranging the army now while this is all happening. Because I don't like the way that's currently arranged. In fact, I prefer these guys to be last. There we go. So we got our 5 units of archers. These guys are firing on the siege town, causing a bit of trouble. But it should, in theory, get to the wall. The ladders, they're going to kill some guys, but it's not going to be much of an issue. This siege tower over here and this ladder are kind of the backup troops. They will get to the walls with very little issue. The reason I'm not moving my archers forward right now is there's no point. There's legitimately no point moving my guys forward. Oh, hi, Ruby. A sword. A sword? Yes, there is a sword now. I enjoy how the Twitch emotes look dirty as shit on YouTube.
Praise the gods! The siege towers are at the walls!
You can't overrule what I say, yeah, man.
Ladders are at the walls!
Unfortunately. Because like Twitch still counts it as being me talking.
Over the defenses.
Is this like 10 light auxilia? These 10 motherfuckers. Look at these guys. Like, I'm going to kill all of you. No, you're not. You're going to die horrifically. I mean, even these guys up here, the 157 Arch Auxilia and 157 Light Auxilia, they're probably going to fall to my 147 Legionaries. Even these... Oh, there's a small unit of Praetorian cohort there. That might cause an issue. But as soon as I take the gatehouse, the battle's over because I've got a shit ton of cavalry. Like, the second I take the gatehouse, it's over. I kind of wish there was an animation to take, you know, to push the
now is the time to press on and capture this place.
The ladders off, because that would be what you'd do in that situation in reality. Oh no! Oh no! They've moved the archers over to the other side of the wall. Oh, that was the dumbest thing they could have done, because now this legion over here is about to attack the back of some light auxilia. I mean, the archers are losing significantly. In fact, these guys can, yeah, the remaining guys that have siege equipment can drop it now. You guys can come up here and get to work on the archers. Oh no, that was the dumbest thing they could have done, because now these guys are going to come up. In any moment now, it should be nearing the trigger point for these guys to drop the gate and run. What they've done is they've lost. They've caused themselves to lose because they were trying to take out the legion over here, completely forgetting that there was another much more dangerous legion coming from the other side. Like a much larger, much more dangerous contingent that's about to unleash hell on these light auxilia. How much longer am I going? About 50 minutes or so. 5-0, not 1-5. Just to be clear about that, because there can be some confusion. Okay, over here. These two legions that I've got up on the wall. These two. I've got to fire it well. 72. 42. Okay, now get over to do multiple units at once. Get over here. You guys get over to here. And we're gonna cause some trouble because it does kind of look like the... Oh, this is a... Light Auxilia are causing a bit of trouble. They're doing some decent work against the legionaries. It's not going to last very long, though, because there's 3 more legions headed their way. And at this point, we're about to capture the gatehouse. We're about to kind of... Is that the gatehouse? Which one of these is the gatehouse? It's 2 towers. The second we capture the gatehouse, this battle's over. Like the actual second we do it. More interesting to play hot seats with online battles. This is probably true. But I genuinely like trying to, despite being quite easy, outsmart the AI. And kind of work using what would kind of be ancient Roman tactics. The other legionary cohorts arriving. They're fighting a very weak legionary cohort there. It's getting close to the point where I'm gonna want to bring up my archers, but I know that's a bad idea. Bringing the archers up would just result in dead archers. Leaving these legions to fight on the walls will result in dead legionaries. But it's gonna be... Hang on a second, I've taken the towers over here, have I not? But can you guys, this legion here, can you guys just like run over? Yeah, I thought as much. No, that tower is mine. I can send units up onto this wall here with no problem. Dal, to be fair to Asip there, he did actually translate what he was saying, so this tower isn't firing on my men, I don't think. Where's the... Yeah, that's firing down, that's firing at these auxilia, as is this tower. Potentially. This tower, maybe not. I think they're out of range. No, they are. They're in range of that tower. They've got... Oh god, they've got incendiary pigs. I don't mind you guys using non-English as long as you translate it so people who don't speak your language can understand. I'm perfectly fine with that. Wenny weedy wiki and all that. Right. Do I want these guys to try and come down off the wall? No, that'd be the worst idea possible. What I'd like is for these guys to fire at will. Is there a dangerous unit here? Fire at the Praetorians. You need to fire at the Praetorians now. Where are you going? No, stop. Stay there, stay there, stay there. I need you guys to fire at the Praetorians. Like 5 minutes ago. The incendiary pigs are probably getting shot at. No, they're not. The towers are actually firing at this unit of auxilia. Let me have a look here what's going on. So we're going to take the walls, sooner or later. This unit, unfortunately, is about to die. There's 8 of them left. They're going to fight the final man. I applaud your true Romanismus. True Romanismification. Just kind of made up a word and then somehow mispronounced it. Okay, there's Praetorians kind of towards the frontier. Which they're going to take some beating. That should be okay though. These guys look like they're just about to start launching stuff at, I would guess, the early legionaries or this early legionary here. Hopefully the Praetorian, but I can't guarantee it. Okay, they're all kind of there now. Just the last few men getting into position. They're gonna form up. Yes, I am ignoring the quite sizable battle going on. I want to see what these guys do. Or even if they want to fire at will. They don't want to fire. That's interesting. I've got them set on fire at will and they don't want to fire. I wonder if it's because they're out of range. Interesting. In any case, if you don't want to fire, just go in over there and start causing trouble. The tower's still very much Scipio because it's the gatehouse. What I could do is start moving my archers in, placing them on the walls. But I don't think that'll do much good. These guys are being killed by something. No, they're not. That's me getting confused by the towers firing at the auxiliary again. Who are you with? The unit that wasn't able to do anything. Oh, that would explain it. Right, this nonsense up here is still ongoing. We'll just kind of speed it up a bit. Let's see how we do. If you're enjoying, by the way, hit the sub button if you're feeling like. Subscribe or something. Apparently that's what you're supposed to do on YouTube and over on Twitch to follow my jig. Apparently that tells you like when I'm streaming and stuff. Which, by the way, next week is supposed to be just the one stream on Thursday. I'm changing the schedule next week because Thursday was my birthday, and I kind of want to do something on the main channel. This is like a second channel, just kind of for me to chill out and not play the game that I usually feel like I have to. So this isn't gonna just be Total War games, by the way. This is gonna be like random fucking weird shit. I bought last night literally all of the Command & Conquer games. So I've got Command & Conquer right up until Command & Conquer 4. And I plan on playing them at some point. Generals in particular, that's fucking bae. So I do plan on playing them through at literally some point. I do have other Total War games. I will play other Total War games, but yeah, I'm just playing what I want. So sue me or something, I don't care. This is just a channel to have fun. By the way, the like goal over on YouTube is 35,000. How close are we to it? I need a button that just does a Wilhelm scream at will. That'd be awesome, because... Oh, the legionary cohort here is just leveled up. That's not good. And this unit that's heading in over here has actually got bronze weaponry. Do I want to... Fire at will. You guys hit the auxiliary. No? Come over here. I'm now officially being a dick. There's 26 auxiliary left, so I'm marching an entire legion to get them. From the skies where they can't defend themselves. Right, let's speed time up again. And that legionary cohort that's defending that doorway is doing really well. Like, they're fighting to the last man, but there's 3 of them left, and there's another legionary cohort. There's 1 light auxiliary. Okay, there's 3, 2. Okay, so that's about to fall, and then after that, it's archers. That's not gonna end well for the Scipii. Let's send... Yeah, the archers have already broken. Let's start sending men across here. And they're gonna kind of fight with whatever is up here. Just murderize them. Building captured gateway. Oh dear, that is not good for the Scipii. There's some legionary cavalry here. Or a legionary cohort. Let's see how they deal with all the cavalry. Let's see how they deal with literally all the cavalry well, almost all the cavalry I've got. Because This is gonna be a bit of a walkover now. Now that my cavalry's in and able to actually launch an attack, it's basically gonna end up with much death from the Scipii. Much death and many killings. And as more and more and more of my cavalry pile in, because they're still coming through the gates and they've already wiped out a decent amount of Scipii men. As more pile in, if I just move them all over here a bit, get a charge in, hopefully. This is about to be murderization, generally speaking, because that's the cavalry that's in the city, and that's the cavalry that's outside of the city, trying to get in, and some of them are failing to understand how a wall works. So this is going to be basically cavalry does cavalry things. How have my legionary cohorts died? How have all of these legionaries ended up like fighting to the death? I would guess because they've come in contact with the archer militia and just been like, whoa, what the shit? There's like men piled 6 deep in archer form. Those horses trying to climb the wall. I'm not entirely sure what they are trying to do. That's literally men from every cavalry unit I've got, confused by a fucking wall. So it's hardly a wonder I've lost quite a bit of cavalry there, because they have no fucking idea what they're doing. Can we take out the general, please? Like, if that's not going to be too much to ask. Can we get into the city and take out the general? Is that an okay command, cavalry? We've got some Roman cavalry failing now. I'm blaming the barbarians for this. All of my cavalry is now dead. Because of the fucking Right. Let's do this the old-fashioned way then. Everybody. I'm potentially going to lose this. Fucking cavalry are idiotic. Everybody form up at... Okay, you can form up over here. Which hopefully won't be too big of an ask. Everybody else, I'd like you to get... Realistically... Let's do this in a realistic manner. You get up on the wall there. I don't have anything to defend the wall there. These guys have unbroken, which is good. Pull back a bit. You guys run, please. You three come in through the gate. Archers, you are going to come over in this general direction. I've never watched Prince of Macedon or Macedon, so I don't know if I'd like him or not. I've watched Legend of Total War. I think he can be a bit offensive at times, I think is a good word. He can be a bit, you know, negative, and maybe some people wouldn't like that, but... Okay, what's going on here? Why are you being shot at? Oh, because you're trying to... Okay, you're trying to get up on the wall. That's fine.
Alright!
Thank you for subscribing, whoever's just subscribed. I need to get my archers on the wall. Like 5 minutes ago. Okay, these guys can now even get in. This group. And building lost. What have I lost? The gateway. Oh no! That's definitely not good. Okay, the archers are forming up over here. That's fantastic. Archers, I want you to get up on the wall. It's a very simple command. You shouldn't have too much of an issue with it. We got 4 units of archers now heading onto the walls.
Archers!
In theory. Rome Total War. Rome 2, I don't think is anywhere near as good of a game. I think the mechanics are a bit screwed compared to Rome 1. 38 to 36%. This is a real war of attrition here. Have we won the gateway back? We've won the gateway back at least. So the plan here is the archers are going to get up on the walls and start firing down. This legionary cohort is going to cause trouble. Particularly to their general. There's the only unit around here. Come on, get onto the general now. Hey, McTrickster. 161 Dominator. Lonal Christian. Come on, get in there. 25 war dogs, oh shit. I knew they'd do that, I knew they'd charge the general. That's actually not the worst thing in the world because now the general's in the middle of it. Their general's in the middle of all this. And the archers are about to form up on the walls. Right, how is the battle over here going? This unit is actually making fucking progress. Holy shit. We're now at 40 to 45. Okay. We're now actually, after losing less men than we've killed. In terms of raw percentage. This cohort's, yeah, it broke it. However, the archers are definitely coming up on the walls. And their wall defenses are breaking. Their wall defenses have broken. The walls are now ours. We're just gonna get killed and thrown off the wall. That's 2 units, okay. Let's see, I still got cavalry remaining. Do I run the cavalry in and take on the early cohort? This is a tough battle. Yeah, it seems like the morale of my units wasn't quite what I thought it was.
Legionary cohort.
Right, you guys come over to here. And I think it's you guys come over to here. Hopefully you're going to run 2 different directions. If not, I'll worry about that in a second. You guys are moving the wrong direction. No, 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 no. I want you to take the walls going in this direction here. To move around to here. Because now I'm going to go cavalry protection and then run the cavalry in again. Speaking of, where is the cavalry currently? Here, okay. Cavalry can form up. This early cohort, as well as these 2 flanking cohorts, can come right up to the gateway. Gateway is now safe. It's firing on their heavy infantry. I prefer more cavalry units. I like cavalry units, yes, they're good shock units. So the general can form up behind the cavalry. I find that if you got a good cavalry balance, you can win almost any battle. They're pulling their legionaries back, which is good. My archers are still kind of struggling, I think struggling big time to get up onto the walls here. Yep, that's a sea of humanity. Let's just speed the game up a bit. Let the archers form up. Gonna be Skippy Eye dying all the time as well. We actually lost an archer there for some reason. Presumably he slipped and fell off the wall. We're losing archers. Why are we losing archers? What's going on with the archer militia? These guys are here. Why are they getting killed? Is it that they've got archers down here? They shouldn't be getting killed by weapons fire. Good to flank someone. Exactly. And they're even good just to slam into the front at times. We've lost a building. How have we lost a building? How did we lose a building, guys? Somebody care to explain? Oh yeah, I forgot about this Praetorian cohort. You guys are fucked. Over here, meanwhile, the unit that is up on the walls is making good progress. And not actually stuck for once. Yeah, they're fucked. Archers are still making the way up onto the walls and forming up. The more they're running around here, the more damage I'm actually doing to them. And the archers haven't even started to fire yet. The war pigs have died. I'm not entirely sure when, how, or why, but the war pigs are dead. Sorry, the incendiary pigs. Whenever you play the Romans, you get to like 210 BC, all your settlements will tip on how to prevent this. Keep an eye on public order. Like, it's as simple as that. Keep an eye on what your public order is looking like. Because over time, it'll deteriorate in settlements due to squalor. Yeah, destroy all enemy temples, all enemy buildings. You might have to completely rebuild some settlements. But if you can get rid of all the non-Roman buildings, especially if you don't have any of the wonders that'll prevent that, it'll help you out big time. They do have something that can be ranged. What range unit do they have even nearby? What fucking range unit do they have? Barbarian cavalry? Is it barbarian cavalry that's causing all this fucking hassle that I've been having? So something about barbarian cavalry. The archers are still, like, confused by... Oh no, they're not bugged, have they? No, they're not. Maybe I should have brought these guys in through the gate. It would have been faster. If you get attacked and you only have peasants, usually a peasant army can actually take out a surprising amount. Like, a peasant army can take out a small army. Even if it's like a full 20 stack of peasants. You can take an army out that's surprisingly big. Like, they're not as bad as people think. You can use peasants offensively. It's just that compared to the actual armed units of the game, peasants are useless. And formation will have a lot to play in it as well, is like, how do you want to form up your peasants? Because if you make just a peasant ball, you're going to lose. Whereas if you make a giant line of peasants and just stretch them out as far as they can go, odds are you can win that battle because the peasants are going to be able to surround a lot easier. Okay, time to bring in these guys. I believe it also helps if the like faction it used to belong to dies. Okay, these guys are taking on the Praetorians and yeah, they've lost. I need to try and get that Praetorian unit off the wall, or I guess win by default. Which isn't a tactic I'd like to use, but it's one that I might have to. There's some movement over there. I've lost a gateway. How have I lost a gateway? Oh, is it this gateway over here? Yeah. Yeah, mercenaries are surprisingly good as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start moving units in and doing some probably quite dumb stuff. Like charging all of my cavalry, with the exception of my generals, straight up the middle of the city. And yeah, that should be okay. Is there a point on the walls where the archers can reach the victory square? Yes, but it's very close to the Praetorians. That's why they're defending that area. They don't want archers getting onto these walls. That explains a lot. So, the main cav force is gonna come up the middle here. And the aim is to try and draw some army. What's this? That looks like a general. Yeah, take out that unit, whatever it is. Mercs are as good as their regular counterpart, but the issue with mercenaries is they don't tend to have the morale. Because, like, they're fighting for money, they're not fighting for pride. Whereas they're a regular army unit of the same caliber would be fighting for pride and for the good of their faction. So the morale of mercenaries, by and large, is much less. Is this another... That's another Praetorian cohort. That's decidedly not good. The archers have found something to fire on. What are the archers firing on? Thanks for subscribing, whoever's just subscribed. War dogs. Okay, these guys will die. So I'm gonna try and do, and this is a bit dangerous, granted, but I'm gonna try and do it, is draw the Praetorians down towards my archers. Because the last thing I want is to try and fight Praetorians one-on-one. So as soon as I see cavalry in battle, like now, cavalry can retreat. And shit. Come on. Come on. Come on, Praetorians, you want to chase me, you know you wanna.
Alright!
Even the general. Thank you for doing. Okay, somebody did. I don't know. I don't remember what exactly those notifications are. Just go into the. Retreat, retreat, retreat! Okay, you two. Come back up this way. I need to bait these guys into the archers. Who's the stronger faction? Usually the families. What the best way of taking out the other Roman factions is to have better armies. You fucking morons. Run the fucking way I want you to. Didn't tell you to run at them, I told you to run away. What, you got what you deserved there, you fucking idiots. How am I getting on? I'm having an argument with the AI. Because they're making random decisions again. I tell them to, like, back off from something so they run into it. I may have to send more than I'd like into this and commit more. Like, we've killed 3/4 of their troops, but they've killed over half this army. And this was, in theory, a good army. Okay, now retreat and pull back. Or just break. That. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right. We got 3 units of legionaries here. I don't have much choice but to start lining these guys up over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up in a triplex form. This is gonna be a bit weird, it's gonna look weird. And it's basically gonna be a wall of men the entire length of the street, but it should work. Julii, I somehow have a ton of urbans. That's a problem for you. Urban cohorts are notoriously difficult to actually get to rout. So everyone to run. Because the single most important thing right now is that we can get this all. My general is really, really open to trouble here. Also, that's just not a good formation. These guys are idle. That means they're resting. Right. Legionaries. All of you guys, fire at will. You're not within range of anything. That's perfect. That is actually perfect. It's the archers I want to aggro them. They're going to take a little while to come. They've got to form up over here. Oh my god. Why is it that the archers always seem to cause problems? It always seems to be the archers causing problems.
Archers.
Please tell me you guys are actually going to go into position now. Yes, you are. Fantastic. The first unit of archers has arrived, and that's actually going to be the first unit that's here. Fantastic. Why are you not regarded as being all there? Where is there an archer that shouldn't be there? There isn't. Interesting. Unless it's this one guy who's just a bit farther back.
Forward!
That's interesting. Just stop where you are. So the plan here is the archers are gonna hopefully pull. Oh, that's actually kind of perfect. They're killing the Praetorians. The archers are on fire at will just so that they could cause trouble. I prefer if they're pulling units out, not pushing them in. The AI is trying desperately to not get shot. Range. Right, pull up a small bit and take out the general. I want to, as much as possible, snipe the general. In fact, I want it so much, but I want all my archers on it. Okay, take out the Auxilia. They're going to be a nice soft target. They're facing away and they're running at you. You guys are all in skirmish mode, so you should start pulling back in a second. Why did you not fucking put... Okay, you did. Just not in time. And that's the Auxilia basically done.
They're attacking us!
Praetorian cohort is next on the chopping block. As the Auxilia try and do something of use. The Praetorian cohort's going to get shot in the back, which is fantastic. Please tell me you guys actually have a shot. Praetorians are going to be cowards and going to move out of the way as much as they can. Their generals, after moving right into range, and which side is he on? He's on the near side. He's left himself. No, he's not. He's on the far side. So he's kind of shielded himself with his own unit, the coward. He's gonna run off and do something. Is he gonna attack? He's gonna attack. Fantastic. Archers, fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back. Don't want archers in the middle of all this. Okay. So he's now stopped in much, actually a better position for us to fire, because the archers are now being shielded by the legionaries. And the general is right there. So the more I fire on the general, the more angry he's going to get, and the closer he's going to get to the legionaries. As soon as he gets to, I guess, this corner here, level with it. Yeah, as soon as he gets near this corner, he's dead. Because he's going to have legionaries firing at him as well. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this entire formation up. And I'm going to form a human wall out of the legionaries. I'm going to do the same with the archers. Form the archers into a super unit. Effectively. Let's see how this does. So the legionaries are all really super crowded and actually within range of the Auxilia. Oh dear. All of my archers are now firing, and it's going to be very concentrated fire. Cavalry marks are finally routed, as of the Roman cavalry. Their generals just run off, I would guess, to try and take out, like... What is their general doing? Is their general trying to take out my general? No, because he's over here somewhere, isn't he? Where's my general? Oh yeah, he formed up behind the clusterfuck. Just in case I needed him. So the archers are now, not even theoretically, but in practice, firing at the Praetorians. I could, in theory... Alright. Let's deal with this once and for all. Their generals just flat run off over to here for some reason. How do you select full row of units in the units bar? Hold shift. Shift select selects multiple at once. General's dead.
Has thrown away his life.
That's
and
not
now
good.
He feeds the carrion birds. His men may soon be bird food too.
I am going to have to try and do this by default, which I hate doing. That was Cneius Pedocaeus is dead. Their Praetorians again XP. You guys go this way. You guys come over this way. I've got a plan. You guys, middle. You're going to engage straight on. Cavalry's going to charge in. These guys are going to charge from the back. These guys are going to charge from the side. These guys are going to charge from the other side. Or take on the general himself, that's fine. Change of plan then. You guys come over here and start taking out the general. They got 4 Praetorians left. 1, come on, come on. Brilliant. Get the general. If they kill my family member, I kill theirs. I'm now very much in the ascendancy here. Archers, I'm gonna take you on a bit of a risky trip. Because I don't like winning by default.
The enemy general is
That's their
slain,
general dead.
and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Whew. They got 17 guys left. And I've lost. I have not. Should be a win. Right here. Okay, so we got 3 minutes to take out the Praetorians, who are now on the ground. Okay, here's the plan. Literally everything is going to charge at the Praetorians. Everything I've got, every single man. Except for the general's unit, which can just stay here. won the battle. Just end it. I don't want to lose any more men.
Victory!
We lost more men than they did. That was not a good engagement at all. That was terrible.
Leading the army.
But we did get Carthage, which has now been exterminated. They have a Temple of Milgard. Milgard? Milgard. Start retraining our troops. In fact, let's just get this all up to something a bit more sane. You're Roman cavalry, you're Roman cavalry, why can't you merge? There we go. We'll get a good idea of how much we actually lost that turn now. So what remains is, yeah, quite a lot less than we had. And of course, because it took us we took such losses taking Carthage, resistance is futile. This army here can keep moving down this way. The army here can go attack, kind of defend Thessalonica, and actually start moving towards Byzantium. Athens is unhappy, probably because everything's under siege. Greece is still alive, yes. They still have a single city here. But they are at war with the Pontics now. They are at war with Pontus. And you know, Egypt is slowly eating the Middle East. So that's decidedly not good for them. But I think with an army moving towards Byzantium, with most of North Africa in our possession, and in fact the Scipii only having 2 cities left, one of which, Thapsus, is barely defended.
Imperator.
And one of which, Dimity, is also barely defended. And I was planning on using the Carthage army to go take that, but that's not going to happen this now. We're possibly going to have to engage at least one of these armies, possibly defend Tingi from Nero Volcanus. The Scipii have no trading capacity whatsoever. Brutii have slight trading from Byzantium, very, very little coming out of Tylos. We've got an army marching on Paralysum as we speak. An army full of mercenaries that's about to build a watchtower, actually. That's marching on Paralysum. The Scythians have been surprisingly neutral in all this, even despite the fact that we are actually allied with them. They've done nothing. Like, they could have marched out of... oh, they built a town. They've had... like, we're allied with the Scythians. I don't see any Scythian armies. They've literally used this alliance in order to wipe out their biggest...
I shall speak with them.
Are you going to... do you know what? What would you... Okay, what would it take me to buy a city or two off you? So if I were to, like, ask you to give me the region of Campus Getae, for example, would you accept a payment of 15,000 denarii? No. I also didn't realize this guy existed in East 51. I'd like to, if I can, get a couple of Scythian cities just by bribing them. And in fact, Campus Yazagios, you can send a spy over to there. And can you train up a diplomat? Yes. Clear all your junk.
Your Honor.
I want to send a diplomat to try and take Paralysum and Tylos off the Brutii. I know Byzantium is their capital, so that's not bribable, so I will have to attack the capital. But if I can take these other two cities just by bribing them, that's going to wipe out all but what Byzantium is doing in terms of trade. I do still have to try and do something... Well, I do still have to do something about Batavium, but that's going to be another day. The armies here are beginning to form up from southern Italy. And in fact, Rome can begin... Yeah, Rome can continue construction. Ariminum and Arretium are continuing construction. One of these family members, probably Secundus the Handsome, is going to break off from this army and join up with this one when they come down south. These two armies then are going to go into Sicily and wipe out the Scipii in quick succession. But that is going to do it for today. Because it's... Fun fact, I usually have my dinner about 7 o'clock. It's 10 past 7, which means dinner's going to be like really fucking soon. And I want to eat it because I'm a fat ass. So I'm going to call this a stream in the next one, which will be probably Wednesday of next week. We're going to hopefully finish off the Scipii. Hopefully finish off the Brutii. And start work in preparations to take out Egypt, which is basically going to be, we're going to send as many armies as we can fit into boats and just launch a multi-pronged attack. On Egypt all at once. We're just going to swarm them and take out as much of their infrastructure and of their armies as we can in one turn. But until then, I've been MoonbowDave. You've been watching Rome Total War. Time for a tactical retreat.